For the first time, Carrie's not reporting the world to the audience as Carrie Bradshaw. Her emotional life is so private with her and Aiden that she doesn't even feel that she can discuss it with her friends. So she does what a lot of writers sometimes do. They go into their writing. It's private, it's almost a journal. But what I like the most about it is Carrie's sharing with the viewer things she isn't sharing with anyone else. Her deep feelings about this relationship and her insecurities. She's kind of taking you by the hand again and saying, this is what I think. And to let go of anything that you've been doing and change it, like it used to be, and just like that, and then she would have one line of a voiceover. Now it's back to Carrie Bradshaw, the writer, and it's fun to hear Sarah Jessica's voice again. And I guess the risk is people would say, it feels very much like Sex and the City. It's like, yeah, it's all the same DNA. Yes, we're proud of it. Yeah, Carrie's evolution as a character is very interesting. 27 years ago in Sex and the City, she saw herself primarily through the eyes of men. And if they didn't like her, didn't want her, it really affected who she felt she was. And her evolution over many, many relationships with herself and the men and her girlfriend, she's sort of come into her own. Now she knows who she is, where she is, and what she chooses to choose in her life is what's interesting. It's no longer just what does she want, it's what does she need. And she's old enough now to understand the value of life and death, and she can weigh things differently, and no longer is she looking, even to her friends sometime, for validation. She's looking to herself.
It's the hardest thing I've ever done. Because you can't join a family that you watched. They were on TV. They're not supposed to be real. I'm not supposed to be sitting chatting with them. It was crazy, crazy.
I think that there's this wonderful two-sided nature to the show historically where you think you're watching these women traverse the landscape of New York, but really you're hearing your own secrets. You know, missing the phone call, should I text, calling your friend, having sex, regretting having sex, initiating sex. None of that stops. It's just, you know, better or more direct. But in terms of aging, I think, you know, it's just a lot of the same thing. Life keeps lifing. You just may be a little more courageous.
There is so much pressure on women. Like if you're single, the idea of being happy, just kind of being at home or hanging out with your friends and letting things happen, all your friends will be like, what do you mean you're not dating? Do you like anyone? Do you have a crush? It's nonstop. And so I hope what's great, the comedy of it, watching Seema speed date, or as they call it, hate date, I think what I hope happens is the comedy will make you feel like you're not alone. Okay, if you're gonna date, it's gonna be awful. But you do have friends who are in love. So there is a chance. And we don't know how to get there. But if you can laugh a bit with me, I feel like we've won a bit, you know? I think that's I remember watching the old Sex and the City, and Carrie would do some things, and I thought those were things only I did. I didn't know other girls did it, or felt it, or were embarrassed by it. And the show has that quality where you're like, you feel less alone because you see someone mess